Welcome back. Now it's time to get straight on with the second part of our Extreme Sports Challenge.
Yes, extreme as in me versus him versus take no prisoners type challenge.
It was a challenge that would take us into areas angels fear to tread.
Yeah, a place where all you need is guts, and some more guts.
And protective clothing, obviously, to avoid bruising.
And chafing. Surfing is one of the most exciting, most extreme and most visceral sports around, but it's not massively techy. A board, some wax and a wave was all you needed until now.
We'd each got a different gadget surf stimulator.
My machine was something called a brush ramp.
It replicates the feel of board sports, so snowboarding, skateboarding, and the reason I'm here? Surfing. Now, there are 900 of these brushes which spin at about 450 RPM, creating a moving wall for your surfboard, giving you that big wave feeling.
Whereas I was going to get wet on the board rider.
Water is pumped through this hole by 4 huge turbines. It comes out of here at speed, hits this lip, and then forms what is called a standing wave, and it's that on which I surf. All right, start them up.
Having never surfed before, we had just 2 hours to practice on these machines before we'd have to perform in front of one of Britain's top surf judges, Esther Spears.
Stay on your toes, man. Lean forward, lean forward.
I'm letting go, Chase. Well done.
We were going to be marked just like a professional tournament, with our judge marking us out of 10 for any manoeuvres we managed to pull off, and our overall balance and control.
Which was looking like a bit of a problem. So I'm down there. When I want to turn, I sort of stand up. Is that the idea?
No, stay low.
I stay low.
Put your hand on the machine if you want to, and then just pull the board.
Both of these machines required supreme balance to stay upright, much like surfing itself.
The brush ramp is a similar shape to a wave. The brushes move in the same direction as the water would, forcing me up the slope while gravity was bringing me back down. By varying my balance and therefore the pressure of the board on the brushes, in theory, it's possible to move around, stay upright and even do tricks.
Whereas on my board rider, it was the rushing water that was forcing me back towards the standing wave. I had to position my body just right so I didn't wipe out and end up on my backside in the surf.
The brush ramp can be used to practice snowboarding and skateboarding as well as surfing. You just vary the size of the brush board accordingly. It's hard work too, a fantastic workout for the core muscles. I was exhausted.
But my machine was specifically designed with surfing in mind. Perfect if you don't live near the sea.
2 hours was quickly up, and we'd had all the practice we were going to get. And we were shattered.
Absolutely exhausting. It looks probably quite easy. It's like loads of these things, you're using a muscle group that you don't normally use in other activities. It's so tiring.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
But this wasn't over. Now it was competition time, and we get just 3 runs each to impress Judge Esther Spears. I psyched myself up and headed out into the pool, but I think the pressure had got to me as I wiped out big style.
And I didn't fare much better, lasting a matter of seconds before my board went flying.
Second time round, we fared a little better, both demonstrating an improved level of balance and control.
But neither of us had excelled. Neither of us had really done enough to earn the big points from our judge.
Then it was run 3, our last shot. We needed to combine the balance, stability and manoeuvres into one fluid routine. This was it, our last chance to impress. Amazingly, I pulled off my best run yet. My control and balance were spot on. This was it. I was surfing.
I cracked it as well. It was tight and it was in control. And then I pulled my killer move, hanging 10, getting both my feet at the front of the board. Yeah, baby.
Now it was in the judges' hands. But who would win the challenge? We'd have to wait to find out.
Oh, nice shorts. Loving the shorts.
Do you know what? That really made me want to learn to surf. But I'd rather learn to surf on your simulator than the brushes that you had.
No, the brushes were good. I mean, it's hard work on the old brushes, but it's a good idea.
Don't dive in straight
Yeah,
away.
but that's surfing, man.
Yeah,
You've got to learn the moves.
Got to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
Who thinks they won that competition? Because you had 3 rounds.
Wow.
Yeah, the competition face on.
How would you rate yourself?
I would rate myself as being rubbish.
I think I was a bit terrible. So it's the difference between rubbish and terrible.
OK, OK, I've got those differences here.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
So there were
please.
3 rounds.
OK.
In the first round, Dallas scored 4.5.
Out of...
Probably about 100.
That's a good score.
Not bad.
Jason
100, yeah.
scored 5.5.
No!
But 2 more rounds to go. In the second round, Dallas improved and he scored 5.5.
Oh, sure.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Very good.
But Jason got a bit better and scored 7.5. So it was all down to the final round. In the third round, Dallas scored 7.5.
It's better.
But Jason scored 9.5, 17.5, 22.5. Jason is our surfing champion.
I did it!
You're a dude, man. You're a surf dude.
I do!
I respect that.
I respect your moves.
Clearly that's going on for some time. And it is time for this week's competition. But before I tell you what we are giving away, I thought it might be nice for you to know what it's like to